Your Excellency, the former governor of Anambra State, Dem Vejie Tiaba, the Chancellor Ahmadu Bello University, and the head of the traditional rulers, the whole of Southeast, our own Abogidi, the Obiano furniture, is here. Your Honor, the Commissioner for Youth and Creative Economy, Afambanefo, Your Honor, Commissioner for Culture, Diaspora Affairs, Indigenous Arts, and what have you, very long title, Salim Banefo, you know. I must recognize a very good friend of mine, the MD of Oil Serve, Emeko Kwosa. He's a very humble guy. He didn't tell you much about himself. He just gave you a pinch of salt. He's far than he told you. I must recognize a good friend of mine that I met in the villa, Stanley Uzoku. I met him in the villa. He tapped my shoulder and said, "I'm from Anambra State." And I invited him over to my hotel room for a drink. We stayed there for about 30 minutes, and I was very impressed about what he was doing then and the plans he had. I encouraged him to come over to Anambra State to do that investment instead of going to Jos. I'm sure most of you that know him will know his link with Jos, you know, and he did come. He came, he saw, and I believe he conquered, you know. Not only that we made it possible for him to be in this environment, we are now, because of what he did here, we gave him an additional opportunity at Ozobol, where he's doing a fantastic work. He wants to set up the biggest in Nigeria, where they will rear special breeds of cow. From there, produce milk, produce yogurt, you know, package the beef in a special way and export them. I'm always interested in export so that he can earn foreign exchange, you know. So Stanel is a great guy. I used to call him, each time I want to address him, I say, "Your youthfulness." That's a title he gets. Your youthfulness. Then you put the other names, you know. So your youthfulness, I'm happy to be at this event to speak to the youths and to also to declare it open. I want to also recognize a good friend of mine, the Patito Gang, Professor Pat Utomi, very good friend and very nice and amiable fellow. I won't say much about Pat. You'll see him perform here. Uju is also here, our own Uju Ibeze. I recognize you. The senior advocate of Nigeria is here, Emeka Etiaba. I used to call him, I said his own son, S-A-N, the senior GFA of Nigeria. You know, I can see a lot of my friends, colleagues, staff here. You're welcome. This topic is very important. 2 weeks ago, we had almost a similar session, a roundtable where we discussed beyond infrastructure. The truth, ladies and gentlemen, is that what made us rich the last century is not going to make us rich this century. It's very important. And don't be deceived. When they say the youth are the future leaders, I do not agree. You are the leaders right now. All you need to do is to get prepared. You should know where the world is headed. That's why in Anambra State, we're revising the school curricula to reflect from SS1 through SS3, give them materials that will enable them write Microsoft exam at school start level and live with it, you know. That will go a long way in making them very useful and important people in the society. The era of what most of us are doing, I mean, some of our seasoned business people will not last. If you recall, many years ago, our people are used to Ansons Limited. And when they die, for your information, that business dies. Most of them are still not learning the lessons, and we are working hard. I have a department in the Ministry of Finance who on a continuous basis educate all these are rich people that are not seeing far. I'll give you an example. I asked somebody, look, if you drop dead today, this business that you are famous in will die. He said, no, he cannot die. He employed so many Indians working for him. That was his comfort, that Indians are working for him. He forgets that those Indians can be sent home overnight by the wife if the man is late, you know. So we keep trying to push them into capital market because quite honestly, the Yorubas have done well in that area, better than the Igbos, you know, and that's the way to go. So I must encourage the youths to imbibe this culture of course, ICT, this culture of creative economy, you know, culture of artificial intelligence. That is where the world is headed. And if we do so, by the way, Anambra has the best, the most brilliant set of youths you can meet anywhere in the world. You know, anywhere in the world. You know, and we need to channel those energy and direct them in a manner that makes sense. You need to apply what you've learned. You know, people say knowledge is power. Is that not what they say? But that's not true. Knowledge is not power. What is power is knowledge utilized. Knowledge utilized. From today, learn it. Knowledge is not power. If you have the knowledge, so you must apply the knowledge so that it can become power. You know, so I like this section and this program that Stanel is doing. Despite a very tight schedule I have today, I told him that I will attend this event and talk to the youth a bit, you know. So I really will encourage you. When the Commissioner for Youth and the Creative Economy speaks, you will see the portal that we have opened for yourselves. You know, we want to guide you accordingly. It's not only for people that are in the secondary school, even those that are graduated, that are lawyers, accountants, whatever you are, you know, we can guide you aright to imbibe the new culture and go to where the world is headed. And in a very short time, you start making money from home. You can make money from home, you know. I always seize the opportunity when I address you to warn them about drugs. Please stay out of drugs. That will destroy you, I tell you that. Drugs will do what? Yeah. Stay out of it. Avoid this cultism. Bravado, you know, all those kind of life. It's not going to lead you anywhere. It's leading you straight to hell on earth. You know. So you go to two hells, one on earth, one over there. You know. You know. So I really will encourage you to listen carefully to the discussants and jot down points that are being made. it will go a long way in helping you. Bear in mind, I repeat, what made us rich the last century is not going to make us rich this century. Except there's a paradigm shift, very serious paradigm shift, starting with the curricula in schools that will emphasize where the world is headed. It will be difficult to compete outside your environment, So you listen to this discussant very well. And I'll see this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. For the people visiting outside, coming into Anambra, please enjoy the peace and tranquility we have here. Try and have fun. We have great places you can go to. Club Road, I've been there once. Club Road. Go to Club Road. The problem of being a governor is that you are in prison. That's where you are. So you don't have time to. Club Road, I encourage the young ones, visit that place. It's a nice place to go. We also have Obunike Cave. We have decorated that place very well. And the steps there is very user-friendly now. Then the best of all them all is Orezukala, where you have the waterfall, as if you know the Zambian waterfall, that's what it looks like, and it's all year round, So I encourage you to do all this stuff and have fun, stay out of trouble, and God bless you. On this note, I declare the Access More Stanel, put together by Access Bank, Stanel Group, and Anambra State Government open. Thank you.
Celebrate His Excellency. May we rise. A man of class, with panache, with depth, changing the state. Another one round of applause for him. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, you may wish to know that His Excellency is a busy man, and we will permit him to allow us breach protocol and continue the occasion when he's gone. But let's celebrate him again with another warm round of applause.